What's up, everybody? Thanks a lot for tuning in to another episode of Birds of a Feather Flock Together. Hey, we got another great show for y'all tonight. We got a few of my homies pulling up shortly. Once again, we want to welcome y'all here and thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Also, I want y'all to make sure that y'all check us out. Let me share this screen. Make sure y'all check us out at our Instagram at BOAF_Eagles_podcast. And if y'all on Facebook, make sure y'all reach out to us on this group, Birds of a Feather Flock Together. We accept all Eagles fans. You get daily Eagles content. So tonight we're going to go ahead and jump into the highlights from last week's game against the BUCS, and then we'll talk about the upcoming week with the Washington Commanders, keys to victory and such and such. Fourth down play, we went for it, ridiculous. Best one of the season and last season so far. Now we get in the Swift show. I don't understand how once we got down in the goal line, we just stopped seeing him, taking him out the game. That's just ridiculous. The kids, boy, Jalen Carter's a beast. He gonna be a problem. Jeez. And they ain't feeding that boy. That's crazy. A buck 30. Hey, we got two of the other homies on right now. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing tonight? We got my boy Philly and Bone in the building. What's going on, my brothers?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
We chilling, my brother. Shit, just on here went over these highlights and everything from last week and everything. What's y'all input on the offense and the defense of last week? How did y'all feel we did? First, introduce yourself before we get into it. Introduce yourself, starting with Ann, and we'll run into Bone.
Philly am up here. I'm the admin, and I represent the Northwest Bird Gang.
Yeah, Bong from Long Beach. I represent Philadelphia Eagles. Not really from no club.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what I was getting on to, far as the performance last week with the 25-11 victory, what was y'all input on the offense and the defense? Start off with Bone, and then we'll jump in the end.
Man, the first two drives is kind of suspect, man. We didn't really get nothing out of them, man. I was kind of upset at that, but we
Upset at
turned
what?
we turned it up though.
What was you upset with though? What do you feel that we should have done that we didn't do?
Run the ball,
Say less.
run the ball. It's that simple, bro.
Say less. What
Yeah,
about you, Ant?
Man, I feel like on the first drive, what I didn't like on offense to start the game was that run play on 4th and 1. You do the push all the time and get it all the time, but you take off Swift and then you do like that delay handoff to Gainwell, and they stop us on 4th down. It's kind of like, I get it, we're aggressive, you want to go for it and stuff, but at least just do the tush push, bro. Like, come on, bro. So I kind of killed it. But I feel like the defense played pretty good for the most part. Like, I mean, Mike Evans didn't. He had like what, like 70 yards. Usually he goes off. I
yeah.
mean, obviously the rain played a big part too. But I was
You only had
surprised we
one
got all
good
those
drive.
rushing yards on that defense. So like the Bucks got good defense, what people understand.
They got good run defense. They were like number
Yeah,
4 in the league or something like that.
the first three teams we played are all defensive minded teams, which people don't understand. They're like, oh, you guys beat garbage teams, bro. Todd Boyles. And what's the other guy? Florence with
Yeah,
the
Brian Flores.
Vikings. And then come on, bro. And they already know the Patriots. Bill Belichick always got a defensive minded guy.
Right.
Real
So come
talk.
on, bro. We handling business in the run game.
And that's I'll elaborate on both of y'all points. Running the ball, and if we are gonna run the ball, I don't understand how Swift is out of the game when he's the lead back for the last 2 weeks and proven, and you take him out in a critical down. I didn't think you were. I hope you didn't think you were fooling defense, thinking that we were gonna pass it, and because he was in the game, and you take out Swift with just poor judgment,
Yeah,
and defense basically saved us after those first two drives because
big time.
like we were supposed to be up like 28-3 or something at halftime.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? The way that if you watched the game and didn't show the end and somebody didn't watch the game, you'll swear up and down we were up like 21-24-3 at halftime or something
Yeah,
like that. And it was just like ridiculous with the play calling. And that's why I'm how can I put I'm okay with it right now and correcting it with wins.
yeah,
If I would feel a different type of way if we was 2-1 or 1-2 right now. You know what I mean with the play calling, but we 3-0, so we got room to improve, and we ain't gelling, and we're still undefeated. I can't complain too much as an Eagle fan. You know
yeah,
what I mean? If I do, I'm just complaining to complain, but I do see hella room for improvement.
yeah. It's coming too. Like Jalen said, man, it's all about the wins.
It's all about the wins. And if we
Yeah.
continue doing that, like we said, there's room to improve. And I'd rather improve things with a win than with the loss.
Yes.
True, true.
Brian Johnson's still trying to get adjusted, man. He brand new to this, man. He's getting
Hey,
better each game, though. He is getting better each game.
so before we move on through this topic, from these 3 weeks that we've seen, I eliminate preseason because they didn't have their ones and
Yeah,
sometimes not even twos. Do you feel we made the right decision with not going to get somebody with experience at those two positions, at the offense and the coordinator and the defensive coordinator, or do y'all feel comfortable with the people that we got with Sean Desai and Brian Johnson?
I'm comfortable with the side because the D balling their ass off. Brian Johnson is still kind of up in the air.
What sells you on Desai?
The D is playing lights out, man. We ain't getting as many sacks as last year, but we're getting pressures. Them count is damn near like sacks.
But also, I feel this is something that I'll run into later in the show.
Yeah,
Also, but I feel that we're giving up too many yards on third down. Like that zone instead of man, we need to play more man instead of zone because teams in the NFL is starting to eat that up. And in critical downs, like just say for instance, Evans doesn't drop that ball that Slay almost picks off in the first quarter. They're
Yeah.
mo- they were moving down the field just as good as we was in the first quarter.
Yeah,
You
in the
know,
first quarter.
and when we got lucky on a few of them, like one of them was Sidney Brown with the play in the end zone. You know what I mean? When he bobbled it,
Yeah.
and Sidney Brown knocked it out of his hand. It was a few lucky plays, bad throws. Then we got the pick, like you said, one drive when it was raining. It worked in our favor when Baker threw that pick to Blankenship when it started raining. You know what I mean? And then we turned right back around and got a fumble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was just beautiful timing. But I feel that offense and defense got hella room to improve, and
Oh, for sure.
I'm not sold on either one of them.
Yeah.
What about you, Ant?
Man, I'm kind of sold on Desai for the simple fact that outside of him, like everybody we really brought from the area all got dog mentality. He brought Hassan Reddick, ball biggest year of his career in Philly. Now you got DeAndre Swift on pace, biggest freaking year of his career. And then Desai, he went to Temple, and then he also went back and coached Temple. So he's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to play for the city. And he's like, he wants to get after the quarterback. He's more of an aggressive defensive coordinator than Gannon. I mean, he still got to work on stuff. But also, I feel like we've been having a lot of injuries in the secondary, so I feel like he's been doing good with what we've been having on the field. Though, you got, I mean, Sidney Brown just got hurt, but you got other guys hurt. Avante Maddox, all that, and he's moving people around. But I feel like with what we got right now, he's doing good. And then on top of that, a lot of these guys are still young in the back end, outside of the corners.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
But with what's his name, Brian Johnson, I feel like when you got all these players and coaches, like you can only spend money so many areas. Like you got to be weak somewhere. But I feel like with him, it's like he got so much time and experience with Jalen, and they're kind of like, forget it. Let's see what we can do. He knows Jalen well. You know, I mean, it might work, it might not work. But it's
He's
like,
still learning, man. He's still
yeah,
learning.
they would think that he would play him to his abilities and not be like, oh, I'm a offensive coordinator now. I'm about to change and do what I want to do, and that's what's good for Jalen in the offense.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked that question with the caliber team and where we went last year and the players that we have. I didn't feel that Desai and Johnson were the people for us. You get what I'm saying? At the caliber, or should I say, with the caliber of talent that we have, and we like one game away from winning it all. And to like you guys just said, they're learning, they're working their way into it. I just don't feel that this team was a team to do that with.
Right.
You
Right.
get
Because
what
he
I'm
got so
saying?
much
That's just
talent.
I don't say that they're bad coordinators because like we mentioned, we're judging them off of 3 games in the preseason when they didn't have their ones and their twos in certain games. So I would be, you know what I mean, a critic if I said that just want to hammer them and they're 3-0. So I can't criticize them too much. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel that with the where we were headed or where we expectations that we have for this season, I feel we needed some experience in those positions. But like Ant just mentioned, with him being the QB coach, being familiar with Jalen, all that stuff, and knowing him from XYZ and how many years and everything, I feel he was a perfect candidate where he didn't have to change too much. He
That
was
part right
here,
there.
he was here with Shane in
Yeah.
that offense, so he can just modify it to his way, his liking. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was a cool, you know what I mean, way to keep it and decide too. I just feel on third down, he need to play more bump. He need to take advantage of Rick's and Ringo's youth and put them up, bump them on third down. You know what I mean? Even if they get burnt over the top, you got safety help for it. You don't need to play back deep. Take advantage of that youth and get Job up out of there. You know what I mean? I
Get him
just
up out
I
of
just on it. And speaking of Job, how do y'all feel about Job? Are y'all sold on him being the backup? I mean, not the backup, but the starter on the outside since we moved Bradbury into the slot if it
there.
was just for that game.
I really don't feel Job like that.
Do you feel Ricks or Ringo would be a better candidate on that
Rick,
outside?
I think Ricks would be the best candidate to me. I guess Joe been there. Well, Joe was second year.
Our third.
I think that's
Um,
what it.
yeah.
That's what it is.
And last year when he came in, he was penalty after penalty. You know what I mean? Trying to hold on, and I just don't feel that he's the answer at that position. And with all the young talent that we have, why not give it a chance with something that you mentioned earlier, Bone,
Yeah,
with the pressure that we getting on the D line. I mean, if you play more bump or uptight, you give the wide receiver less reaction time. And
yeah,
with the D line giving penetration, now you can have better coverage with the DBs because the quarterback got less time with the ball.
facts.
And I feel Joe is getting exposed because of the defense that Desai is running. But if we continue putting more pressure on him, a kid like Ricks or Ringo get experience with that position, and I feel that they give us more than what Job is giving us. And at the end of the day, what are we losing? If we put one of them back there, what's the worst that's going to happen?
They
Is
can't do no
results
worse
like
than
Job is
Joe.
having, and,
Yeah,
and we're getting,
They can't do no worse than Joe.
yeah, and just like any of us as human beings,
Yeah,
anytime we get on job experience, we tend to do better
that's
instead of
right.
reading it through a book or something. If we get hands on with what the coach is preaching to us, we're going to be able to experience it and take it in better than on a play sheet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so with you experience and with the giving the youth experience, I feel it's a better thing than continuously giving Job a chance and he just ain't playing up to expectation.
right.
Just my personal opinion.
I agree with you on that. Throw Ricks in there, man. Give him a shot. Shit, he a playmaker. He showed he a playmaker.
Man. And so do with being undrafted and made to 53.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That says a lot.
Mm-hmm. I
Man,
think he was injured a little bit at Alabama too.
yeah. I feel like you pay Bradbury too much money for him to play the nickel though. That's my opinion though. He making too much money. But I feel like with Job, I feel like
But let me say
based off,
this before you go into it,
yeah.
and when we did pay him, it was expectation to keep him on the outside because
Monte got hurt.
we're not predicting Maddox is going to
Yeah,
continuously getting hurt, and
yeah,
I feel he solidified that nickel position to me. I mean, with Maddox in the lineup, bro, I'm happy at the DBs. We can play whatever defense decide want to play. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Because we got two studs on the outside, and then we got a great inside and inside cover, and it doesn't matter the safeties with Reed back there. We can flip flop the second, with Edmonds, Sidney Brown, whoever, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I just feel with Maddox getting hurt, it tears up the whole defense.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can continue what you're saying. My bad, bro.
Oh no, you're good, you're good. But I feel like yeah, it's like you pay him too much money to be on the outside. But I feel like with Job, it's like based off experience, how much people get paid, like they give someone a chance. Like, okay, they throw Job in for this game. And obviously they'll evaluate and stuff, but you want to put the youth up there too. But it's like if you already have someone that's experienced, you kinda want to give him a go to see if he can you know what I'm saying, hold his own. But we got Ricks and stuff like yeah, I'm cool with Ricks and Ringo, but also like they're thinking about throwing Ringo out there as safety. But what people forgot is we only got to hold on to the end of this year because we got old boy Richard Rogers, where his name is, that corner we signed from the Colts. He's like one of the top slot guys. So Maddox can't be staying. He can't stay healthy, bro. So I don't know. That's just my thought on that.
Yeah.
We got options. That's a great thing, though.
Yeah.
That's a
Great
great
thing.
great position to be in when you got options, especially
Yeah.
at that position.
Right.
But I like how everyone's getting experience, so they're throwing guys out there. So it's like if someone goes down, it's like it's not like you're throwing someone into the fire that's never seen the field in live action. Because some people they ball out in preseason and they suck in the real games, or opposite. But then sometimes you throw these guys in and they're just playmakers. Like when it really counts.
Big
Yeah.
facts. Big facts. And then on the flip side of that, how y'all feeling about Slay? And like we was just mentioning with the youth that we have coming in, do y'all feel Slay is gonna have another year with us after this year?
Ugh.
Or if we does, is it gonna be a productive year?
Oh, that's a tough one right there because he getting older, man.
So you say talking about having like productive there this year or next year?
Next year.
Both next year.
well, we redid his contract and we redid it to where the money's spaced out. So I mean, affording wise, he's still gonna be there. I mean, he's still making plays. I mean, he had that six and stuff. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, then you got Bradbury and then like Ringo and them just started. And like only unless like one of them go down and one of those DBs come in and they're just like lights out, then I see them staying unless it becomes a money issue and you gotta bring people in and you gotta free up money. But Howie Roseman's hella good at redoing people's contracts and giving them incentives and stuff. So and a lot of these guys want to play for each other anyways. I don't see Devontae going nowhere or AJ. Like
no,
it's
they
like
ain't going nowhere.
yeah, all these guys want to play for each other. So it's like yeah, we're gonna make sure they're paid, but they want to play here and they want to play for Jalen. They want to play for the Eagles. So it's like more just I'm here to just get paid and win games.
Yeah,
Big facts. And I feel no, this is what I want to say also ask a question with you. So do you feel this year and next year Slay will be productive where he's able to hold his side down bearing injuries? You feel that he'll be able to continue playing at a high level? That's kind of like the question that I what I mean, like on the flip side wanted to basically ask, are you feeling that Slay will still be a number one instead of Bradbury?
yeah. It depends on how you do this year and how this year plays out.
I feel like in the NFL durability is a lot. He's
Yeah,
always on the field and stuff, so it's like he's hardly ever hurt. So it's like if he's still playing good, it's like he's still gonna be here.
That's a great answer, and kind of like what I'm feeling also. Just he's slowing down. We just gotta, like we're catering, or one of y'all mentioned catering to Jalen Hurts. We need to cater to the outside too, because
uh,
both of them is getting kind of old also out there. Bradbury and Slay, and Bradbury was showing kind of like signs of still being in concussion protocol last this week on the Bucks. You know what I mean? When he was lined up on the inside with Goodwin, you know what I mean? It just like he just looked like he wasn't there. But I feel the same way that both of y'all feel. Hopefully Slade give us a good year this year and next year, and I feel that his contract would exceed the pay that we pay him if we're able to rely on him on the outside for the next 2 years.
facts.
That would be a money well spent, and then that will solidify Bradbury's contract because now his goes after Slays. You know what I mean? And so it's a beneficial thing, and then we didn't pay a safety that much also, so it just a beneficial situation with having Howie Roseman. And on the flip side, was saying that we didn't pay a safety. How are y'all feeling about Buda Baker? Do y'all feel that that's a trade that we need to make, or do y'all feel we cool and we need to address another area?
Um, I
I'm
mean,
tired
we
of
cool,
Baker
but
talk.
shit, if you could get Buda Baker, you got to go get him.
What do you feel we need to give up, or what will we have to give up to get him?
Ugh. They probably want some draft picks or something, man. I don't know what we looking like with the draft picks. Probably Sharp Penny or something. Quez, Barnett.
Hold on, before we go there, is why you speaking on why you mentioned Quiz
Quez,
and Zacchaeus.
he's expandable, man. You see what
Y'all
Kids
feeling,
did more than what Quez did in the last game than what Quez did in the first two games.
and do y'all feel that that's a replacement his job took taken?
It likely could be.
Are you okay
It's,
with it if it
it,
got taken?
oh yeah, yeah. I'm ready for Quez to go anyway. Quez ain't did nothing since Jalen first year. Quez didn't really do nothing last year.
100%. He was
Yeah.
hurt a lot also
So Akia's production was better than Quez's first two games this year
in one game.
in one game. What's Quez looking like this week?
I haven't seen Quez make back-to-back plays, and Zacchaeus made back-to-back plays on that scramble play with Jalen on the
Yeah,
sideline and set us up for that touchdown and got the next play, got the touchdown. You know what I mean? Or next couple of plays and got the
yeah.
touchdown. I just feel productivity. We we will see Quez starting if he's healthy this week, just so that we are able to trade him. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So
And
what if Quez don't play and the kids ball out again.
It's gonna happen if he doesn't play there. You got a hungry youngster right there.
Hell yeah, huh?
He's gonna ball out if a ball is coming to him. Look at Dallas Goddard. Why we were able to get rid of Zach Ertz.
Zach, yep.
Dallas Goddard
McKiss is
came
good
in
too.
balling as a youngster, hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when we picked up McKiss, I was like, that's a good pickup. I
What's your
remember with the
input
Falcons.
on Ant?
Well, on Zacchaeus or the Buda Baker?
On both?
Well, I think Zacchaeus got more to prove. So I did my little research on him. He was undrafted, picked up by the Falcons, and like I said, he's from obviously from Philly. So he's a lot of those Philly boys. You know, he got a little bigger chip on his shoulder, undrafted. Now he's playing for his hometown. He got his old high school friend with him. So he's just like every opportunity just go out there and ball out. You know, like I said, it's only Quez Watkins' job to lose, but he got this young hungry guy behind him that's trying to make a name for himself.
And making plays.
Let the better guy on the field. But with Buda Baker, I feel like I was tired of all the rumors and stuff, and I thought he was like faking IR so we can trade him. But my thing is, I feel like we got until week 9 to see what happens, like injury wise or like talent wise, who's good to make a move. So I feel like if we do make it, it might be any time between now and week 9, depending on like how these people pan out in the back end. But I don't feel like, I mean, we got players we can trade, like Bones said. You know, we got Barnett and all this stuff. But I feel like the Cardinals is more in the rebuilding. They want more draft picks than anything.
Yeah.
But we got 2 seconds next year, so I wouldn't mind giving up one of our seconds, but having the Cardinals eat up some of that cap money though, and then obviously redoing his contract, kind of what we did when we traded for AJ Brown.
That's
We
gonna
brought him
happen.
in and we did his contract up, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Because
gonna
yeah, he
happen
wants to get
regardless.
paid, but he also wants to play for a contender. So it's like, okay, we get you want to get paid, but if you want to come to a contender, we can't throw you all our money. We're gonna pay you, but you're gonna have to take some money in and do some incentives because we want to win games. So we got to keep other guys around here too.
Big facts. And that's what I feel exactly what's gonna have to happen if we do get somebody like that with a quiz. I mean, with a Buda Baker, it's gonna have to be. They're gonna have to eat up some of the cap, give them a second, and give them 2 players, and we wash it up like that, and we got a starting player, and then we'll just have to worry about paying him in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We'll get
I wouldn't
we'll
mind
get
sending
this
over
year,
there.
next year.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sending over Barnett though, because Barnett's gonna kind of get buried in that depth on the DN though, you know, and he might want to go play with Gannon and who's the other guy went over there, that linebacker,
Got
Kaiser
their what?
White.
Kazir White.
Yeah,
He
you know, he might
balling
go.
too.
Yeah, they need a DN because they what they lost Hassan Reddick to
Simmons.
us. Yeah, they lost Hassan Reddick and Chandler Jones, so they really ain't got no top.
And they lost Simmons to the Giants.
Man,
Yeah.
oh, man, I feel like we could have utilized him though, bro.
I also feel that what you mentioned with Gannon is gonna want Barnett in his defense because it's familiar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody that's familiar with it and he can help the youngsters, you know what I mean? And then Barnett is now not the young homie, you know what I mean? No more with
He's a starter.
now he's a starter and all that. And I feel that that's where I feel we the headliner, the front runners for Buda Baker because of that particular trait.
Right.
And also, he's a free agent at the end of the year, so it's like you might as well get something now instead of letting him walk.
Bottom
So I'd
line.
say
And,
like Derek Barnett and like a fourth round draft pick.
But it would be a second if they eat. If they
yeah.
eat the cap, like we were just saying, if they eat majority of his salary, what they got to pay him and get him paid, and then bam, send us over to him, then we'll be able to utilize him for the rest of the year and next year without having to pay, and we can negotiate once we pay whoever we got to pay. Because you look at it, Smitty about to have to be paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we gave AJ 100/4, what do you think we having to give Smitty?
Yeah,
He getting at least 80.
At least 80. Yeah. At
I
the
feel like
minimum.
with Baker, like you got to snag him up because I feel like he's kind of like a Malcolm Jenkins slash CJ Gardner Johnson, but just faster. Like that guy that he can play the inside, he can play the backfield and play in the box. And those are the kind of safeties we like, you know. And I feel like we kind of took stuff on too fast with just like giving Blankenship that spot. I'm not saying he ain't good, but it's like we don't got no veteran presence back there. I mean, you got Edmonds, but Edmonds he was like a third string for the Steelers. Like we ain't got no like that guy back there. Like
That's why he was available and nobody
yeah,
he wasn't on no team. You know what I mean? Blankenship, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I was cool with him as a backup for CJ. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't like him at the deep. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have enough speed, and we've been getting exposed. You know what I mean with the passing, and he's not a good coverage um a defender. You know, luckily he got that pick this week, but I just don't like him in coverage with the pass. I like him coming up and playing closer to the ball, like a Malcolm Jenkins, like you just mentioned. I'd rather him have that position and put somebody more with speed, like a Sidney Brown back there that got more speed that can adjust and react more to a quicker receiver. Look, we about to have fucking the Dolphins in a couple of weeks, my guy. You know what I mean? Like you think Reed is gonna be able to handle Watkins? I mean, Waddle or Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, come on, man! Like this is crazy, bro. So we got to figure that out at that position, and hopefully, about time we play, get into the crunch of our schedule when we got the KC 49ers, Bills, all that back-to-back weeks and everything. We solidify that position at safety. You know what I mean? 100%. Like
yeah,
that has to be addressed right now. That's our weakest link on defense. I thought it was gonna be the linebackers and Cunningham is and Morrow is out there
they
playing.
balling.
They balling, bro. They balling.
that's like they're gonna wait from like now to week 9. They're gonna see how these people adjust now they play. But I mean, you got the deadline week 9, and I think Buda Baker he can come back in like 2 or 3 more weeks. I feel like
3 weeks.
yeah, 3 weeks. So we should be good with that.
If you go get him, if he out there to go get him.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wanted C.J. Gardner Johnson back. I ain't gonna lie, that was one
Me
of my
too.
that was my favorite
Boy,
players.
I got the
Everybody did.
jersey up in here and everything.
He just be bumping his gums too much, like I was like on social media and stuff. And he robbed himself though out the money
He
because
did.
we offered him money and he tried to go out there and get more. And then by that time we had already got
Gave Bradbury money.
Bradbury, and then he got
Bradbury
stuck
Slay.
in 1 year deal with less money, and now he's out for the year.
Howie said he put it on him over a priority over Bradbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. BC happens he talk too much, bro. It's over. Now he's hurt. I hope he recovers and stuff. He got the same little injury that Maddox got.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, he tore his pec. He's out for the year.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's
CJ
crazy.
out for the year. He did that like week one.
No,
Right?
he
Hopefully
got
we be able to
last week
bring his
against
ass back
Seattle.
next year.
He got hurt against Seattle.
Yeah, I think we should move on from Maddox though.
Yeah, yeah. He can't if you're not available, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to keep him.
He's going to move out of Philly though, cause ever since when the same year we got a Garter and Maddox, they got a spot together. They've been
Yeah,
living
best friends, yeah.
after. So he got to I don't know, still stay in Philly or something. I don't
Or he
know.
just gonna have to take a pay cut and don't expect no money. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like real talk, like we mentioned, he gonna have to work his way up with incentives. You know what I
Right.
mean? If you play this amount of games, then you able to get this amount of money. Like I don't feel giving him no guaranteed money is good at all, and I don't
Yeah.
feel how he gonna do that at all neither.
But I feel like where how he'll stay is he'll take the pay cut because he's already like so established in Philly. But remember that year, someone got hurt at safety and he played safety too, and he had a good year. I
Yeah.
thought make him valuable is he okay? Say that with that Rogers guy comes in next year and takes his spice balling. He can be that guy that okay I can play the fourth string or I can play safety. Like he's versatile. If saying someone gets hurt, but yeah, like you said, you're gonna make the money right though. You ain't gonna overpay him.
Right.
So the Rogers is out for the season because of betting or something, right?
Yeah, but what's crazy is his dad and him are big ass Eagle fans too. They uploaded a picture of them wearing 23 jersey customized, and him and his dad. So I guess he's from the area or Jersey or something. I feel like.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. We about to be crazy. I just feel we need to get it right. You know what I mean? With this week right here, with this, you know what I mean? Not saying that this could easily be a trap game for us right here. So I feel that we need to come out and put our foot on their neck early in
It's a
the game.
division game, man. It's a
Yeah,
division game. You know how division games go.
we need to be 20 plus something at halftime. You know what I mean? With them, with very limited points. We got to worry about, you know what I mean? They wide receiver, he pretty decent. They D line is pretty decent. This is the week, you know what I mean, that I feel that O line and D line is the most important. Like I can eliminate the safety position we just talked about, that outside with Job and all that. I feel this week right here, our O line and our D line is very critical to get at their quarterback. You know what I mean? How and everything, and then also to keep our quarterback clean. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? 100%. And I feel out of all weeks we have played anybody, they have a really good D line.
yeah,
You
they
know, how
do.
you stop that D line, you run that ball, man. Them offensive linemen, they'd rather hit people than stand there and get pushed up
Yeah,
on.
that's what they were saying. They want to bully you.
Big
They
facts.
want to push forward. They ain't trying to drop back in the
And what I
pass
like about
coverage.
that BUCS game is we's up, right? They said we had the ball for like 8 minutes and 40 seconds or something
Tick
like that.
in the game.
We finished the
We
game with
ran
that.
it out, bro. That's all you gotta do, bro. And then hand the ball off, keep them hits off of Jalen.
And then that's when you get them quick pops to Smitty and Goddard and,
Got
and
it. Yeah.
and AJ across the middle with them slants to get them first downs. If we got Swift back there getting 3 yards a pop, that mean on fourth down it's 4th and 1. Then
Tush
here we go
push.
with the tush push, or we getting a quick little hit on the outside, or whatever we need to do. It just, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous how we're not. It just seems like they do that so they don't have to pay the running back. So
Right.
like last year with Miles get us all the way down there. Here come Kenny Gainwell or Boston Scott getting a touchdown off of his drive all the way down the field, and this is what's happening this year. And then you try to go for it on 4th and 1.5, 2 with Kenny Gainwell, and this dude Swift is getting you 7 to 9 yards a pop right there in the game.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, bro.
Come on.
I'm all for putting Gainwell in there, but on that they should do the QB sneak though, bro. It's like 1 yard, and you guys always doing always work. So why shot away from that? If they can't stop it, why switch it up?
Yeah.
I have something wrong with Gainwell there. When you have a penny on the active roster, why he's not in the game as a bruiser back to get, he can lean forward and get you 2 yards. Kenny Gainwell is too small for that, bro.
That's
In
not
that
his
type of
role. Yeah.
yeah, that's not his role.
Yeah.
He's a slicer, not a dicer. You know what I mean? So that dude got to basically, you can put Rashad a penny back there and let him get you that 2 3 yards and lean forward and power back. That's just as good as the tush push. You know what I mean? Like I just
Right.
don't understand what they doing on that offense side of the ball. You know what I mean with the play calling, bro. That's the only thing that bothers me. And then you do too many design quarterback keep runs. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, bro. I'm tired of it. They
Why
just
didn't
knock, and then to go on before we get all the way into Washington and get up out of here. You know what I mean? Dallas Goddard, he's not being utilized at all, bro. You know, hopefully this is his week with Chase. You know what I mean? Given a lot of penetration, we're able to bump him and keep it, you know what I mean, on the outside and get Goddard in some open looks, you know what I mean, this week. So I'm just hopefully this is the week that we can expose Goddard's talent right here, man.
Yeah. We're not using him right. We throwing too many screens with him and like real quick, like 2 yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get him the ball down the field, man.
And we looking for too many long balls with AJ or Smitty down the field. You know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
a 12, 13 yard hitch route or something like that is cool. It keep the chains moving. We don't
Chain
have
move.
to hit a home run every single time. Jalen in the pocket for like 3 seconds trying to look for a deep ball. Hit him
Yeah.
some cross routes or something. Get more professional play calling, bro, instead of
Right.
high school play calling. You have a great offensive line and they're getting older. Utilize them, bro. They don't want, like we just said, they don't want to sit there and having the pass block for 4 to 5 seconds and then your quarterback run and now you got to follow him and block. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Like, and now you got to line right back up and do it again on the next play. Like, come
Right.
on now, bro. It's like no kind of rhythm. No kind. We
Ain't
haven't
no
looked
rhythm.
good at
Yeah.
all, but like I mentioned earlier, is we can correct things with being undefeated with wins. You know what I mean? That's the blessing of it. And I just feel the correction is coming, bro. We need to
Yeah.
really, really prove a point right here. We'll put up like 40 some points on Washington this week,
Yeah.
bro.
because all their money's invested in their D line. They really don't got no linebackers or safeties or none.
Man, or corners.
Yeah, they all their money's invested in their defensive line, and then they got that one Terry McLaurin, and then they got that one running back Williams or whatever. That's really all they got.
And I'm
Yeah.
happy
Rod
with that.
Robinson.
Yeah, yeah. And Robinson, the one that got shot.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that because of Bieniemy's play calling. He gonna try to do shit like he has Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes back there. That's why Washington is barely winning games because he's not utilizing his talent. He's utilizing his playbook. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's hurting him. And I feel that that's gonna play right into our scheme this week on defense. I don't have a problem with defense. It's just offense. I feel we need to put our foot on their necks this week. You know what I mean? Every chance we get.
And I'm cool with giving up passing yards because right now we ain't giving up no rushing yards. So I don't care about giving up no passing yards. I'm cool with shutting down the run game every week and forcing teams to beat us through the air. They're gonna get some touchdowns. They're gonna get some yards.
But
Yeah.
we're gonna get some
They'll
turn
make it one dimensional though. It's gonna be a problem. More chances to get picks and turnovers.
Sacks too. Yeah.
big facts. So before we get up out of here, so with Washington, like I mentioned with O line, D line, it's gonna be very critical. You know what I mean? I got keep running the damn ball, and we all mentioned that's Captain Obvious. Stevie Wonder can see that, knock on wood. And then the DBs, I feel need to play more man, not zone this week. Because they don't have no weapons, no scary, nobody that can scare us, but the one wide, what's his name that you just
McLaurin.
mentioned, McLaurin. Yeah, that's the only one that can do some damage. And I feel that we need to play more man and not zone, especially on third down, because we give up too many yards on third down each
They
week.
got that other boy that's gonna probably make a problem on like screen passes and out the backfield. The other running back that they got that's been playing
Gibson.
Gibson,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I feel comfortable with what we got with our outside backers and our inside backers. We'll be able to shut that down before it even go to second level because our D line they have to double team us, and so they can't bring a old lineman out to go second level to help out with that screen. So they got to worry about what's in front of them. So I feel comfortable with any kind of screens or anything like that against Washington because they don't have no scary talent. Only thing that I fear is over the top with McLaren. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I
Terry.
mean? That's the only thing that I fear. All the underneath shit I feel we can take care of because of our penetration on D line. How can you have a Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter in the game and you don't double team neither one of them and try to go to the linebacker? The play is knocked off. He ain't gonna even be able to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who's due for a big game this Sunday though? Hassan Reddick.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is his breakout week, like last season. This is his week that he shined. If y'all look at it right now with stats, he had the same amount of QB hurries and everything as last year around this time. Week 4 is when he started showing out.
Yeah.
100%.
We had
Just
all them
watch, bro.
sacks against Washington. We had all them
Watch,
sacks
watch,
against
bro.
Washington.
Watch. This is his week right here to just show out. He gonna have 2 sacks easily in a strip sack too this week.
Yeah, it's
That's what
Guaranteed.
coming.
well, I don't be caring about the wins as long as you're getting pressure. Yeah, the stats and stuff I don't care about. I just care about the wins.
Yeah.
As long as you're pressure and you're forcing incomplete passes or whatever, getting off the field on fourth down, and we're winning games. Fuck all the stats, bro. People want to
What
sit
they
here
was
and
doing to Baker. That's what they was doing to
that.
Baker.
But
Yeah,
that's how
They're
they blow up
pressuring Baker.
Michael Parkins. That's how they blow up him because of the stats and all that stuff, and then compare him to everybody. If anything, I feel the defensive player of the year should have been last year was Reddick. And look what we did as a collective, as a defense, bro.
Yeah.
Almost set an NFL record. And how you give that to Mike? I mean to Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa, whatever. Like
bro.
crazy, bro.
That's what a lot of these fans don't understand, bro. This is a team game, bro. You know what I'm saying? People just want to, oh, our team's better because we got this guy's got more sacks. Like, man, we don't care about that, bro. I'd rather win games, playoff games, and Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So like I was mentioning, with that, what is y'all input on keys to victory to Washington? And we gonna get some scores before we get up out of here. Start off with you, man.
Shoot, keys to victory, man. Well, for sure, feeding DeAndre Swift. Offense line ball out. Keeping Jalen Hurts clean. But like you said, man, getting some of those quick passes out, like get some more like quick little like slants or hitting AJ Brown on the go, like give him a little slant pass, so catch yards after catch, get Goddard involved in third down and in the red zone. And then like if you get in fourth and one, third and one, don't get cute. You know what I'm saying? Just do that little push. And then on defense, I feel like it's just shutting down the run game, force them to be one dimensional, and then it's just getting the pressure and winning your one on one battles and getting pressure on Sam Howell and getting. I feel like sacks, bro. Like this year is like we've gotten pressures and turnovers, but this week, I feel like it's the week where we really got to put up those numbers like we had last year. Like We need like 5, 6, 7 sacks this game. Like we need to destroy their and then just keeping their offense off the field and just running that clock out, bro.
Big
That's
fact.
how we're winning.
And what was your score prediction be for this week?
Man, bro, I feel like we gonna like 31-16.
That's what I was gonna say. Something like 31-17 or something like that.
And what's your keys to victory, Bone? And then we'll get your score in there.
Oh man, if y'all pay attention, man, when we run the ball, that open up our passing game.
Man.
When we come out and just pass early, it gets shut down. We don't get nothing moving. But once we start running that ball, that's when that passing game open up. That's the key
Exactly.
to
Create
victory
that
right there.
And what?
Defensively, I ain't worried about nothing.
Say less.
Yeah. We just
And
got to run
what's
the
your
ball,
score
man.
position?
About 31-17. So we putting up 30.
So since he took 31, take something else.
32.
17.
32 to 35.
32, 35.
We scoring at least 4 touchdowns this week.
And so you're saying 32, 37. I mean 32, 17.
32-17, 35
All right.
to 17.
And
I don't think they scored no more than 2 touchdowns.
100%. And like I mentioned, O-line and D-line is the keys to victory this week. If we can get both of them to play the best they've been playing, and D-line has been playing great, but if they can step it up a notch, and then O-line can keep Jalen clean in the pocket and allow us to run the ball like we've been running the ball, I feel that we be able to be 4-0. And I'm gonna take 35-20.
I'm going to the casino, man. I got Eagles by 2 possessions. 100 on it.
For sure.
Yeah. I got 35-20, and I see them scoring a touchdown late. I was gonna say like 35-10 or something like that, but I see them scoring a touchdown or something late because we'll be able to give the youngsters opportunity. You know what I mean? In there, and they'll get a little drive in or something like that. So once again, we got 31-16 Ant, 32-17 Bone, 35-20 me, and we'll bring back this week, and we're gonna have a couple of Washington homies up on here pull up this week and talk about the game, win or lose. We'll have them come on here and discuss the game, what was their input on why they lost or why they won, and vice versa with us and everything. So I'll check y'all out again next week. Once again, bro, I appreciate y'all pulling up. Most definitely. I appreciate y'all pulling up. And we'll be pulling up next week on Wednesday again. If not Thursday, I'll let y'all know 100%. But it will be a Wednesday or Thursday next week. Greatly appreciate y'all. And we check y'all out next week. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.